welcome you to my website. I want to welcome you to this information I'm about to share with you. I'm about to share with you 7 reasons why you need a coach. So here's the thing. A lot of people walking around here, they're not accomplishing their objective. They're not getting things done. The very reason why they're not getting things done because they can't seem to keep themselves motivated long enough to get anything done. They can't seem to get themselves focused enough to get anything done. In life, you have a lot of everyday challenges. In life, you got family interruptions, you got business interruption, you got your work interruptions. It's almost next to impossible to get anything done. So what I did, I outlined 7 reasons why you should hire a coach. I 1000% believe in coaching. Coaching is one of the most important things you can have in your life, because coaching will do is what? It help you, number 1, it help you get your mindset right. Help you establish your mindset. Mindset is one of the most important things that you can master. Sometimes I call it emotional intelligence. Sometimes I call it having a strong will. Sometimes I call it just being strong in general. See, a lot of individuals, some of them have never been through any challenge in their life at all, any struggle, any real change in their life. As a result, you know, the inside is weak. The inside is soft. The inside is not strong enough to deal with everyday challenges. So when something shocking happens to them, they're like, oh my God! You know, they're not ready to react to it. They're not ready to deal with it, and they respond in a scary way. So, number 1 is mindset. What's your mindset like? All right. Mindset to me has to do with what you want. It has to do with you. The first thing I always tell everybody when I work with an individual, if you and I happen to work together in the future down the line, I'm only actually going to ask you the same thing. What do you want? You know what I mean? What do you want? What do you want? What is your lifestyle requirement? Because everything in life at the end of the day has a lot to do with lifestyle. You have to match your lifestyle with your vocation. You have to match your lifestyle with your income source. You got to match your lifestyle with your career choice. So everything starts with your mindset. Mindset. So what do you want? You know, what's your life? You know, first thing, what's your lifestyle? What are the things that bother you? What are the things you like to do? You know, we have people that have mindset of, you know what, I like a luxury car, but I got a crappy job. So that tells me, if you like a luxury vehicle, but you have a crappy job, it only tells me that you haven't paid the price, you haven't made the commitment in time required to match up with this luxury vehicle that you want. Luxury vehicle today is considered Mercedes-Benz, Cadillacs, Lexus, you know, a bunch of other vehicles that's in the high-end cars, right? Porsches, cars that cost anywhere from $50 grand to $100,000. There's a lot of ways to leverage that vehicle. We can talk about leverage down the line to match that up. But the idea is you need someone to help you match your lifestyle with your vocation. Your lifestyle with your vocation. So a lot of people have vocations such as whatever the vocation is, and that vocation has a yearly money attached to it, an annual income attached to it, a monthly income attached to it, a weekly income attached to it, a bi-weekly income attached to it. That income must be able to match your lifestyle. Your lifestyle might require you to have live in a particular neighborhood. Your lifestyle might require you to drive a particular vehicle. Lifestyle might require you to have particular vacation places. So not everybody vacation in the same place. You know, not everybody vacation in the same environment. Your lifestyle might require to be around certain type of people. So whatever your lifestyle is, whatever the requirement is, you have to match it. And the way you match this is to understand what your lifestyle requirement is. What's your mindset? It's very, very important. A lot of people never get this. As a result, because they don't get it, they spend their whole life struggling. They spend their whole life angry with everybody else, blaming everything that happens in their life to another person. But the reality is, the other person didn't do anything to you. Sometimes they blame relatives, sometimes they blame their children, sometimes they blame their close friend who's trying to motivate you and help them. I have a lot of friends like that I struggle with, but I love them so much. I still continue to love them. But the reality is I should have cut them off a long time ago. I should have distanced myself from them a long time ago because I grew, that they ain't grew. You can see, they're stuck in anger. So we got friends that, you know what, that dropped out of college. We got friends that didn't want to spend $2,000 or $3,000 for a particular course or program to get this particular credential, which opened doors. We got friends who just not willing to get up and work. We got friends that just didn't want to do certain things. Now as a result, they stuck in this environment, but like the lifestyle required them to do this. Is that you? If that's you, I'm talking to you. You know what you got to do. You need a coach. You need someone that's not going to be your best friend. I'm not your best friend. I'm going to tell you what you need, what's required. And guess what? If you could just give me 30 days and just be quiet, just listen, just have an open mind, and you will get what you want. Some people, it's hard for some people to just listen and just take it. But sometimes you have to sit down and take it. If you have not been successful in your life, if you don't have that consistency in your life, you need to stop and think. You got to stop and think. You got to start acting and say, you know what, I need help. Because see, I tell my friends, one of my friends, like, you need about 8 people in your life to help you out. You just one of them. Because you by yourself can only do so much. Like myself, I need 8 people to help me out. You know what I mean? Because sometimes my energy system is down. Sometimes I can't even get clarity on what I want personally. Sometimes I can't accomplish my own objectives. Sometimes, you know, we all have weaknesses. We have strengths and weaknesses. But the idea is you got to recognize when you need help. You got to recognize you need other people in your life to help you out. So you got to have your lifestyle requirement down, and that has to match with your career goal, your business goal. You know what I mean? Where do you want to live? Because some neighborhoods gonna cost you about $2 million. If you go to a neighborhood that's $2 million neighborhood, you gotta expect your property tax is gonna be anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 up to $50,000. So how do you match that up? So if you cannot match this situation up, the property taxes, the requirement to get into a particular community, you know, you need to be asking yourself, what do I need to know? Who do I need to see? Who do I need to think? What vocation I need to be involved in? What business I need to be involved in? And what is the marketing process for that business? What is the sales process for the business? Do I have the skill? Do I even have the gut to rock and roll with it? Sometimes you don't. Sometimes, you know, if you don't ask yourself these questions, these things that get discovered. So you got to get the right situation in place. You got to get the right person to assist you, and you got to be open-minded. To be open-minded that sometimes you're not an island. You need help. You need assistance. You need someone to help you build your emotional strength, your inside. Because some people are just not strong enough. They got low self-esteem, and they look very attractive in the outside, but inside is terrible. Because most people can't look at you and see your inside because it's hidden by all this body we have. But the reality is, some of you got to have low self-esteem. Don't even know you have low self-esteem. Some people wear the same old clothes, don't get a haircut, they just don't take care of themselves, right? And they don't understand that's part of their self-esteem. You mess with this thing align with your self-confidence. Because of that, they don't accomplish anything. Because the whole world is constantly judging you. They're judging you how you speak. They judge your appearances. They judge your result. Everybody we live in a competitive environment. Your own family sometimes is doing that to you as well. So that's how they determine they're gonna respect you. If you didn't go to college and you're not to be successful in anything, and you don't have a strong moral characters, so people gonna look at you as like nobody. But sometimes it's not about them. It's about you. What you gotta do for yourselves. Right? So you gotta do what's required. I always tell people, listen, you gotta pay the piper. You can't you know, you got these people that's like, I believe in self-education, and they don't want to pay the university their money. You gotta give people, you gotta pay. You gotta give them their 4 years, and you gotta pay that tuition. You gotta give them another 2 years for that master's program. It's just what it is. You know, where I don't have the money. There's always a company that's offering financing loan where I don't want to take the loan, where if you're not willing to sacrifice 4 to 6 years for what you're about to become, so expect to be the same year after year, year after year. That's just the way it works. That's just life. You got to be willing to sacrifice. The most important thing, you got to sacrifice things. So number two, I call it goals. See, one reason why you need a coach, you need someone to help you set your goals. Yeah, you gotta know. Now, once you have your lifestyle requirement, you need somebody to help you match this thing up. You need somebody to help you be accountable. You need somebody to help you give you that push where you need that push. You need somebody to help you get clarity goals. Like for us, you might have a goal. You might want to start a goal as, making $100 a week. Your coach may be like, you know what, we're going to start you at $500 a week because your lifestyle requirement for you to do this, do that. That's what we're going to start you at. We're going to help you make this call. Now, this is what you say. This is the value offer. See, the same product, the same solution, just amp it up a little bit. Because sometimes, people are going to give you whatever you're asking for. If you tell a person, you know what, I need $100. Well, they're going to reach out, if I can give you $100. Here's the problem. It's not going to solve your lifestyle problem. It's not going to meet your goal requirement because you're going to have to do a lot more work. But what about if you're not ready to do a lot more work? See, what about if you're not ready to do a lot more work? What about if you're not ready to do that? If you're not ready to do a lot more work, it's almost like you ain't accomplishing anything. So that's the reason, like for myself, I started my program at $5,000. Why? Because that's what I feel like I'm worth. $5,000. Now, some people got it, some people don't have it. Those who don't have it, they're not ready to have access to my level of service or commitment or value. Here's what it is. But on the real estate side, I like to make $50,000 minimum if I'm doing a flip transaction or more. Why? Because everybody have to have minimum. Because my lifestyle, I like driving a Mercedes. I like driving a Mercedes Benz. I've been driving Mercedes Benz for the last 10, 15 years. I'm comfortable in them. I enjoy them. I like the value. I like everything about the vehicle. So, but that vehicle is going to cost you about 80 to 120 grand. So I cannot be around trying to collect $100 and hope to match my lifestyle need. I like living home with multiple rooms. Right, multiple access. So, and I like certain luxury. So I have to meet my lifestyle. My goals has to match up. It's the same as you, whatever your lifestyle is. Some people just like simple lifestyle, simple basics. They don't need a lot of things, so it's okay. Then you get one coach to help you with that level of importance in your life. So number three, accountability. You need someone to keep you accountable. You need someone to give you a call in the morning. Like myself, I could use a fitness coach. From time to time, every season I get a coach. I get a fitness coach, a personal trainer, call him a coach, whatever you want to call him. Why? Because I need that push. I need someone to help me with my nutrition. Like right now, I'm being helped with my nutrition. Because that's why I don't really like working out as much. I never did like working out. I worked out in high school, I played sports, but the reality is, I never really enjoyed that stuff. I like doing business. I like doing transactions. I like negotiating deals. I like learning. That's what motivates me. So, because I'm not motivated to other areas, so you need a coach. You need a coach to help you with accountability. Someone to make that phone call. Yo, babe, man, let's go, babe. Let's get 2 more rounds, babe. Just go ahead. You need someone to say, hey, let's go, babe. Let's go, Mr. Babe. Let's go, B. Let's get it done. I'm like, I might be responded that way, but that coach is an investment. That coach is keeping me alive. That coach is keeping me healthy. See, I need a coach to even help me, go to a doctor and get my regular checkup. These are things I find time wasting, but they're important. So that's why I have this beautiful lady for her. She keeps me accountable. So so you got to recognize certain components of your life you need because you're just weak in those areas. You're just weak. You know what I mean? So number 4, motivation. You need motivation. You need a reason why for every task you're gonna be doing. My motivation for doing business because I like winning. I like the idea of, saying I just got a short set of proof. We're gonna make 50 grand. We're gonna make 20 grand. We'll make 30 grand. I can give this guy X amount of money. I can give this person X amount of money because I like to give. I like to share. I like to see everybody win. So my motivation is to see everybody get a piece. Everybody, have access. I like the idea that I'm helping this broker make money. I like the idea of having this attorney make $2,000, $3,000 on his one-day closing. I like the ideas of getting this bank, wiring this money to this bank because I feel like I'm helping them with their books. You know what I'm saying? So that's my motivation. I like the idea that I just help this homeowner avoid foreclosure, avoid a problem, you know, a problem that was causing them sleep, that was causing them distress. I like that idea. That's my motivation. So you gotta have your own motivation, your own why, your own reason, right? It's very important. It's very vital. So motivation is very clear. So that's one of the reasons why I keep a coach. Like myself, I need a financial coach. Sometimes I'm supposed to do a lot more events, supposed to do a lot more videos, but the reality is, sometimes, you know, I put too much into it. You know, I procrastinate about it, and you know, I watch little televisions, and you know, I said I need more relaxation, so I need more this, more that. That's why you need a coach. You need a coach to keep you motivated. You know what I mean? You need somebody to check you, but they have to be able to check you in a way that do not offend you too much, because you could offend the spirit. Because like I would explain to people, the way we operate is spirit, soul, body. Right? Spirit, soul, body. So your spirit, so you always have to speak to that person's spirit to activate that spirit, to release that energy, to release that. So you always got to get the right sequence. So if someone is talking to my body, it's like my mind like, oh, my spirit like, oh, nothing happened. So it's very important that when you coach people, you gotta come from the right approach, the right perspective, right? So you need that. And number 5, you need planning. Somebody help you do some planning. Somebody like, you know, plan for future. A lot of people don't plan for your future. They're short-term minded. You know, they'll call the police and their husband because they're having a small altercation. You got children, all right? Something will just misunderstanding. What do you think law enforcement going to do to your family? They're not going to solve your problem, all right? They're not going to solve your problem. Something just make this situation just worse. What you need to be calling is a counselor to discuss what's the root of this guy's issue. What's the root of your issue? What's causing you to no longer like him? What's causing him to no longer like you? What's causing all these drama in your home? It could be financial reasons. It could be self-esteem issues. It could be some issue that happened as a child. You don't deal with it until you become an adult, because that's when you start hitting your subconscious. Sometimes you don't deal with it until you have too much time in your hand, and it causes you put pressure on the person, cause the person to respond with their body, because their spirit can no longer contain themselves. So calling law enforcement, you just destroying your family. You're not helping your family. So before you can get law enforcement involved, don't think short term. That's what planning does. You know, plan it out. Maybe we need to just go seek a counselor. Maybe we need to speak to a family therapist. Maybe we need to speak to a life coach that'll help you break down the psychology. That'll have you break down the root of all issues. You know what I mean? Stuff that happened to you as a child, when you was a child, affect you as an adult. And we need to get to this point, that idea that psychologists, you know, they have a role in this society to help you deal with the things, the mind issues. All right? These are real problems. You know, if you wasn't raised with a father, every now and then you might have two approaches about this. One trying to be an overprotective father, or it might be a slacker. It might have, you know, it will have its effect, because your mind is like you constantly have to battle with your mind. You're constantly in trouble with your mind, constantly wrestling with your mind. That's what you need a coach for. You need someone. You need to stay in the ring. That's why people, Christian folks will tell you, keep your Bible close. Always feed your mind with spiritual stuff, with biblical stuff, and don't just listen to audio stuff. You got to read the stuff so you can get into your subconscious space, so you can try to constantly behave. But everybody has to be on one team. That's the reason why they always say people that eat together stay together. People that pray together stay together. People that attend church together just stay a little longer. You got to have some kind of system. But planning is part of the process. You got to plan for everything in life. And don't just plan for today. You got to plan like 5 years down the line, 60 months, 72 months, 10 years, 25 years. So, and put it on the wall. Make this projection. You might plan today for X to X. You know, then down the line you realize that, oh man, you know, I need to change the program. You know what I mean? But you want to do it as a team. You want to do it together. If you don't do it together, then things doesn't happen for y'all together. It's very important that you understand that. If you don't understand that, you know, you risk ruining your life. You risk all type of situation happening to you. And number 6, why you should have a coach or mentor, is the resources they have. You have to understand, we as coaches, we deal with a lot of people, and a lot of people, just because they might have a psychological issue, they might have a self-esteem issue, they might have a weakness or whatever it may be, they're already stronger. They might be an accountant, they might be an attorney, they might be a banker. but they still human beings. See, the thing is, everybody always looking at people as, you know what, they different. They're not. We all human beings. We might have this big infrastructure, this big resource, but we still human beings. We still go through everyday challenges. We still have emotions. You know, I have a subscription to Netflix. I watch a lot of international movies. Like, you know, you thought people that live in foreign countries have a different reality, but they don't. They go through the same issues we go through. Cash flow issues, with beggars issues, the husband's cheating, the wife is cheating, the daughter's acting up, the son is acting up, or he just shut down. They go through the same challenges. The only difference is, you know, matter of fact, there's no real difference at all. You know what I mean? And we need to come to the point where we need to understand that you know, you need coaching in your life. You need counselors. You need mentors. And number 7, last but not least, balance. You need balance. You know, a lot of people don't have balance in their life. They have a lot of money, but they have no balance. They have no money, they have no balance because they understand balance. Or they got too much religion. Too much religion and no practical results. They broke. You can't have, you know everything God says, but you broke. See, God ain't gonna throw no money in the sky to come to you. It doesn't work that way. You still have to work. You still have to do your part. You still have to match your lifestyle. You know, going to church every Sunday is the choice. You know, going to Bible church to study is the choice. Reading the Bible every day is the choice. What it does is it deals mainly with your spirit. You will deal with your spirit, but your body still have to go out there and do the things. You still have to take the appropriate action. You still got to take massive action. So here's what you do. Go to my website, jamesbayfield.com. Fill out one of these forms, or send me an email at jbayfield@gmail.com. Send me an email, and hire me to be a coach. When you call me, say, "Babe, I want you to be my coach. I'm ready to send you $5,000 for the next 30 days. I want you to help me get my life together. All right, I want you to tell me what to do." Now, this is the troubles I'm having. This is the aggravation I'm having in my life. This is the frustration I'm having in my life. How do I resolve that? I'm having these family issues. I'm making enough money, or I'm planning to get married. I'm having, this is the things I'm having. How can you assist me? Can you coach me? And if you're a match, then I help you. I cannot help everybody. You can't help me. I probably can't help you. But the idea is you'll never know until you try. And sometimes you have to find the courage to pick up that phone. You have to find the courage to send that email to get that assistant. You got to, because trust me, it's a struggle every day. And every day you don't get help, you just make it worse for yourself. So you got to get that help. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have balance. The most important thing, when you acquire all these different things, you got to have balance. If you don't have balance, it's not worth it. It's not worth it if you don't have balance. You need that balance. You need balance with family, kids, school, attitude, mindset. Bottom line is this: you need all this stuff. Let's just summarize what we just talked about. We talked about 7 reasons why you should hire a coach, a mentor, whatever choice of word you prefer to use. Number 1 is your mindset. You need someone to help you identifying what you want, what your lifestyle is, and how to get it. Number 2, goals. You need somebody to help you with your goals. You know how to target how to get the other people what they want, to you what you want. What does that mean? What must you do? What must you give so you can get a return on what you want? What that may be. Number 3, accountability. How to somebody to keep you accountable, to keep you on the schedule, and give you that phone call to help you out. Number 4, motivation. Somebody to keep you motivated. Somebody to help you determine what your big why is. Why are you doing what you're doing for that particular reason, and have some kind of system. Number 5, planning. You need someone to help you plan so you can accomplish the things you need to accomplish, and now, down the line, and then in the future. Number 6, the resources you're gonna need. And some resources you might need. It might be a know-how resource. It might be have to take a class. Some people have to go back to a local university and finish their degree. Some people have to go to a university and take a certificate program. But whatever resource you may need. Number 7, balance. You gotta have balance. You gotta know how to deal with stress, how to deal with pressure, how to deal with spiritual this, how to deal with everything that come in your life. It's very important, it's very vital that you get that. You gotta have these 7 reasons. This is my 7 reasons why I believe you should have a coach. This is my 7 reasons why I believe you should have a mentor. 7 reasons why you should be able to get things done. Let me just give it this bonus. There's a coach for just about every area in your life. You got a life coach, you got a business coach, you got a spiritual coach, you got a paralegal coach. Whatever area you feel like you need help, hire somebody to coach you. Hire somebody to mentor. I believe there's a difference between mentor and coaching. A mentor, somebody's guiding you. A coaching, somebody's actually teaching you stuff. All right? A coach is different than a mentor, in my opinion. A mentor is somebody you look up to, is like a role model, somebody with big shoulders, somebody that have accomplished in their particular objective, the goal. You need that as well. A coach, you need somebody to show you the how-to. You know what I mean? Be there for you and work with you. This is James Bayfield for jamesbayfield.com. I hope you have learned a lot from watching me today and learned from me today, and hope that hopefully down the line you and I can meet and trust me, and it'll be good. In the meantime, go out there and be the best you can. Write your goals down. All right, take action. Love your children. Love yourself. Take care of yourself and accomplish your objective and match your lifestyle with the income you need. James Bayfield.